Welcome back to my channel. I'm in a different location because I am filming outside today. So sorry it's a little bit echoey, but we're just gonna play around. I was really craving some sunshine. It's finally not a rainy day here. It's been so rainy and gross. But today I am doing sort of an empties. You guys know I sort of swore off empties quite a while ago. I just thought they were kind of boring. They were some of my more disliked videos as well, and I feel like maybe I was doing it in a disorganized manner or something like that, but I wasn't really getting any constructive criticism on it either. So what I'm gonna do today to hopefully make it a little bit better is I'm gonna be sharing with you empty products. I'm gonna be speaking to them briefly, and I'm gonna show you what I've replaced it with, whether that be the same item I've repurchased or whether it be something new. A lot of the items are new, not because I don't love these products, but because I like to try new things and bring you guys reviews. I am also going to try and do a spreadsheet down below with sort of like a rating system on what I would rate the item, because just because I didn't repurchase it doesn't mean I don't love it. And I did see Rachel Wen do this, so I thought that little idea was great, and I will also timestamp everything to make your life a little bit easier. So let's start off with shampoo and conditioner. I use these, I mean like every last drop. I didn't even rinse them out. That's just how much I used it. This is the Rahua shampoo and conditioner. I think this is just the regular one, and I love this stuff. This smells like Palo Santo, has a really nice lather, makes my hair feel super clean. I will actually use a little bit of this with some baking soda just to get that extra clean feeling on the scalp. You can mix that in with any natural shampoo and it's perfectly safe and fine. But I love these, would definitely repurchase. But what I've been using in the meantime are, I did try 2 samples of the Rahua Voluminous, and I haven't used these up, but I've been playing with them. Also really great, but I think the original is definitely my favorite. And then I have also been trying, now that my hair is color treated, the Rahua Colorful Shampoo and Conditioner. The verdict is still sort of out on these 2, but the smell is not of Palo Santo like usual. It's I think not geranium, maybe geranium, some sort of flower that I'm usually not particularly, gardenia, that's what it is. It's gardenia and lavender, I believe. Really beautiful smell, and that is what I've been using as far as shampoo goes, but I do still think that I would repurchase the regular Rahua once I sort of sift through these trial sizes. Moving along, I used up entirely this Desert Essence Coconut Hair Defrizzer and Heat Protectant. Heat Protectant is one of those things that I don't really know if you can sort of tell that it's working, but I did enjoy this. I would repurchase it. I haven't repurchased anything since. I've just been using the Rahua Curl Control Cream, which I don't believe has any sort of heat protectant properties, but I would definitely repurchase it. It just hasn't been an emergency, but it's a good little product. Then I have used up the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. I don't know what happened to the pump, but to replace this, I purchased the same thing, and I'm almost done with this one as well, and I would really repurchase it again. I think it's great, really good to remove makeup. Obviously has that sort of milky consistency like the name suggests. Removes makeup, is good for a good morning cleanse if you have drier skin. I think any skin type, but particularly dry skin, because it won't dry the skin out at all. It's great. Really been loving it. Again, would repurchase. I've talked about this a lot, and I will talk about it a little bit more in depth because I do plan on doing a complete video dedicated to Glossier. Moving along to another cleanser. This one I just wasn't loving, and it was in my shower for a long time, so I thought it was time to get rid of it. This is the Moody Sisters Nourishing Foaming Cleanser. Good standard cleanser, didn't really do anything to my skin. I just don't think it was anything special. So to replace it, I was excited to try something new. This is the Jack's Healing Face Cleanser Papaya Extract and Moringa to refresh and purify. I love this stuff. You'll see when you sort of pump it out, it's like really weird liquidy consistency. You'll see on it, whoa, it like splashed in my face, whoops. And it just looks sort of like a water, but as you mix it in, like rub it into your face. It's not really working in my hands. It works better on the face, especially when I put like 3 or 4 pumps of that in my hand. Love that for the morning. Just keep away from the eyes because it does have papaya extract and things like that in it. I love papaya extract because it is also a natural exfoliant, so it helps me get that sort of in the morning, which I really like. Has the most amazing, refreshing, clean smell, like lime or like mint or something like that. Peppermint oil and eucalyptus and spearmint oil, but yet it does not dry my skin out at yet it does not dry my skin out at all. My skin is kind of sensitive to that, so it's a really great one to try out. I use it both morning and night, but I definitely lean towards it for a bit of a morning cleanse, if I am honest with ya. 2 serums I've used up, and I haven't had the chance to repurchase because I just used them up. This is the Super Bounce by Glossier. This is a hyaluronic acid serum. I use this in the morning and at night, but definitely in the morning, like right before I put on my makeup. It just gives your skin this like amazing drink of water. This product is great. I'm about to get online and order up another one of these bad boys. If you guys didn't know, Glossier is now shipping to Canada, so all my Canadians, you could definitely try out Glossier now. And I am also a Glossier rep, so if you shop through my link and it's your first time ordering with Glossier, you will get 20% off your purchase, and you do get free shipping for any 2 items purchased. And that goes, so if you buy the phase 1 set, which is like I'll talk more about this in the Glossier video, but they have a phase 1 set that has like 3 or 4 products in it. That counts as 2 products, so you will get free shipping on that item instead of the $30 mark, which I think actually works out nicer than the $30 thing. So I'm happy that they changed it, because $30 is already a steal for free shipping in my opinion. So the Super Bounce, it's amazing, love it. It has this little like pipette dropper. I would definitely repurchase this time and time again. Let's talk about exfoliants. I've used 2. One is just a little sample size. This is the MEOW Tweet Rose Cacao Sugar Scrub. This was really great. You guys know I do prefer sugar over salt scrubs because I don't want it to like burn my legs and I have to shave like all the time because I'm a hairy wildebeest. No big deal. But I just didn't love the scent of this one too much. I love rose, but I don't really like cacao that much, if I'm honest with you. So the texture of it's really great if you can get past the smell. And if they do have a different scent, I'd be really, really interested in trying it. And then I did also use up the Moody Sisters Lemongrass Spearmint body scrub. You get a ton in here. This is more of an oily one, but you guys know I really like to like sort of scrub my skin raw. I can't lie, I like to do that. It was a little too gentle for me, but it was a good one. Did love the scent of it as well. But to replace it, I purchased a new one. I've never tried this or really heard much about it, if I'm honest. This is the Root Peppermint Coconut Sugar Scrub. Now the scent of this is a dream. I just wish it was bigger. The size of it I think is pretty small. I've already used that much. I've probably used it like 5 times. It smells more like coconut to me than peppermint, but the smell is so good. I love it. I love the consistency of it. I do think they make a size bigger than this. I think I sort of got the in-between size, but it is also pretty expensive. So I think as far as body scrubs go, the Flourish is still my favorite, but the Root is a close second. Check this one out if you love the brand and you love Roots. Let's keep the shower theme going. I did use up a little bit of a body wash. I am almost done with the one I've replaced it with as well, but I bought a brand spanking new one I'm gonna share with you guys. This is the Java Skincare Body Wash. So it smells like coffee. It was amazing. Caffeine is also good to get just circulation going. It's good for reducing cellulite, things like that. So I did also use up their scrub. I guess I got rid of it. Guys, I have so much stuff I've used up, it's really hard for me to keep track of it. But I really, really like this body wash. I love the scent of it. Would definitely repurchase again. It's gentle, non-stripping, good smell. Body washes are pretty easy for me. You just gotta smell good. So to replace that, I did try the Root XO body wash. I have not tried this one yet, but the scent is, let's see, has organic coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, vegetable glycerin, rosemary extract, aloe vera, lavender essential oil, rose geranium, and jasmine. So it's quite floral, quite pretty and fresh. I do like this. I don't know if it's gonna be my favorite scent ever. I think my favorite is the Ocean by Red Flower, but that's just a little bit more expensive, and I had some store credit from Root, so I thought I would try this. I'll keep you guys posted on how it is. In contrast to the scrub, I think this is actually an amazing size. This is a ton of body wash. You get 9 ounces, so I think I'll be using this for quite a while, and I will report back on it maybe in a favorites video or something like that. The thing that I use the most, hands down and forever, are body oils, body moisturizers, things like that, because I'm using them so religiously and consistency. Same goes for scrubs, I would say, actually, but I've used up 3 and I have 1 replacement here to share with you guys. This is the Osmia Organics body oil. This is in the light scent, or is it, I think it might be lemongrass or something. I don't know, whatever it is, I loved this oil. I love body oils. If you really don't like that sort of residue that it could just called light actually. If you don't like that sort of feeling on the skin, I guess oils really aren't for you. I'd go for more of like a lightweight moisturizer, but I love oils. My legs get so dry, I mean year round. It doesn't matter if it's summer, it doesn't matter if it's winter. Always dry, so I really enjoyed using this. I would pick it up. Osmia, I think, has some of the best ingredients around. Really clean, really pure. If you have sensitive skin, I would use that. And as far as oils go, though all oils I think are gonna be oily, hello, that one I think is a little bit less so. So maybe that would be good for a lot of you in the winter time if you want something that's not too excruciatingly rich. More Osmia, I did also use their lavender body mousse. This is definitely a lot more thick. Like the name suggests though, it is a mousse, so it sort of has a whipped consistency and it smells like lavender. I absolutely loved using this before bed. Look, I have a little bit left. I'll rub it into the skin. Oh, actually, let me show you with the tiny little bit left, the consistency of it. I think it was a little less runny than this, and it almost has an oiliness to it as well. This is just the leftovers though, so it wasn't that oily. That looks like an oil slick. I promise you it wasn't that oily, but it was really hydrating, and I really enjoyed using this. This is something I would repurchase again, but you definitely need to let this sort of sink into the skin a little bit because it is a more hydrating product. Again, I think for a lot of you in the fall and winter time, you would really get down with this. In the scent, gorgeous, and it did last a decent amount of time given that little trial size that I was using. And then something I was so sad to see go, this is the Flourish Lemongrass and Melissa Uplifting Hand and Body Lotion. I love that you can use this on the hands as well. Love that it has a pump. I scraped every last bit that I could out of this. Lightweight, lasts forever. This is the perfect summer moisturizer, I promise you. It's super light. If you don't like that feeling on your skin, it dissipates quickly. This is the type of thing where, like, if I just got out of the shower but I wanted to put pants on after, I would put this on. Only had to wait like 2 minutes. No big deal, the usual. I love this stuff. I am going to repurchase it because I do also want another one of her scrubs. You guys know that they are my absolute favorite. A little shaving cream action. This is the last of the shower stuff, I promise. This is the KAHINA Giving Beauty Moroccan Rose BELDI soap. I am obsessed with this. Obviously it's meant to be like a body wash because it is a soap, but I actually used it to shave my legs, my entire body actually. Lathers a little bit, gives a really nice smoothness to the skin, as well as really hydrates it. Oh, this is another one I'm super repurchasing, but I did pick up a little sample just to see if I like this a little bit more. I am using an Andalou Naturals one that when I use it up, I will talk to you guys about it. I like it, but I am missing my KAHINA. So again, I had a little bit of that root store credit, so I thought I would try this little sample of the Cocoa Citrus Shaving Cream. This is more like the Andalou Naturals one that I am using already. So I'll keep you guys posted if I'm really loving it. I haven't even opened this yet to smell it. I told you guys cocoa. Oh, it actually smells way more orangey than cocoa. And it seems, yeah, it seems pretty good. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as the KAHINA, but I will get back to you guys on that. That is just something I purchased to replace it. Face cream, face cream, face cream, face cream. Oh. Oh my goodness, quickly, I almost forgot. I didn't tell you guys what I replaced all my body lotions off with. I picked up the Root Peppermint Moisture Whip, and oh my god, I have been loving this. I love anything peppermint scented. This I would probably use, I would use this at any time of the day really, because like it says, it's a moisture whip, has that sort of whipped consistency to it. It's so good. It smells great. It smells delicious. It's not overly hydrating, but it gets the job done. This is something I would definitely repurchase, and I'm happy to have replaced my 3 dearly beloved ones with that. Moving on to a little bit of a face cream. I have the Born Essence Facial Moisturizer. I meant to talk to you guys about this a long time ago. I was using it for a really long time. Unfortunately, it has expired, and it's very funny. I only realized that because one day I put it on and my skin was sort of like rolling. It was kind of disgusting, but I loved using this. I just have a lot of skincare products, so sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with it. It is something I would repurchase. Born is a great line. So what I am using to replace my Born moisturizer is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich. I don't think I'll ever go to the original priming moisturizer because I do have a drier skin, and I am in love with this stuff. This is maybe my favorite moisturizer of all time. It does the most amazing job without leaving any sort of film to the skin. You could definitely go ahead and apply your makeup on top of it if you wish. It's just great. It smells like lavender pretty strongly though. So if you were sensitive to fragrance, I would keep that in mind. But check it out if you're a dry skin girl. It is so bad to the bone. Now let's end this off with a little bit of makeup that I've used up. Obviously not a lot, just concealer and mascara as always. But anyway, the first thing I wanted to mention to you guys is the Jane Iredale Corrective Colors palette. Now I haven't used the entire palette up because I never use the purple and the skin color doesn't really suit me, but I have used up completely the yellow and the peach. You guys know I really love this palette. I have a complete dedicated video to it if you want to check it out. Very, very cost effective at $24 as well. But I wanted to try something new because since I am not using these two, it's a little bit of a waste. It's still a good deal. It'd be basically $12 a piece, which I would happily pay again. But I found a bigger pan for $16 from Root, and I think I might slightly prefer the color. I think I slightly prefer the consistency of the Jane Iredale because it's a little bit thicker, and I like that because I feel like it's concealing a little bit more. But I did pick up the Root Color Correcting Pan in Knockout. I will say I have gone through this relatively quickly, but at the same time, this is something I use on an every single day basis. I do have a video where I'm demoing this as well, so I will link it down below, but it's really just super creamy. So if you're gonna put, I mean, you definitely have to put concealer over it, but just make sure you set it. I don't really have any extreme problems with it, but just something to be mindful of. And the tone of it is so rich peach, which I love because my under eyes are so rich blue that I need something like that to cancel it out. So I've been loving it. And I think I'll stick with the Root one for the meantime. Then I've used up two concealers. I've used up the Physicians Formula Nude Wear Touch Up Glow Concealer. I used this up quite a while ago. I just haven't made an Empties video in that long. This is like this little clicky pen. Very similar to something like the YSL Touche Eclat. And it did have a little bit of a pink tone to it, making it good for applying right there. That's sort of what I like to do, or I like to sort of highlight the face with this. I got this recommendation from Terry Mia here the longest time ago, and I do really love it. Not sure if I would repurchase it again, maybe for a bit of touch up, but it isn't the cheapest concealer in the whole wide world, but it is pretty cost effective. I think it might be 10 bucks or something like that, and it lasted me a hell of a long time. I will give it that. And you look how much I've used this. I had to cut the top off, and then I kept the rest safe of my Well People BioCorrect concealer with this clamp, which is like kind of disgusting, but your girl was desperate, didn't have the funds to get a new Well People concealer at the time. You guys know I love this stuff. I think it's really, really great. And to replace that, I did repurchase the Well People BioCorrect concealer. Gotta have this in the collection. It's a little bit more of a lightweight concealer. It's not the most all-time covering, I would say, in the world, but does a nice job, especially for those of you who don't suffer with too dark of circles. And it's one of those ones that's good to wear on a no makeup day because it really blends in and just looks like your skin. Love it, highly recommend it. But my new all-time favorite ever, I'm never gonna be without it again, is the Glossier Stretch Concealer. I am in the shade medium, which that never happens. I'm usually like light at the very least, and I did try the light, it works. Medium works better, especially as I'm picking up the tiniest little bit of color from the sunshine, because I'm usually indoors. That's why I was craving to get out here. But anyway, if you haven't tried the Glossier Stretch Concealer, it covers, it looks amazing. It almost like blurs your pores. It is the most amazing concealer ever. Most days I am not wearing, today I'm wearing foundation, but most days I am not. I'll wear the concealer just here, around the chin, and around my lip where I get a little bit red from hormonal acne. You have to try this if you haven't already. It is my favorite concealer ever. Don't care who tells you different. Then I used up the Eye of Horus liquid eyeliner. I got this in some sort of subscription box, I forget what it was called, a while back. And it's nice. It is a felt tip, which I don't prefer, and the tip did get a little sort of like imperfect, so it made it really, really difficult. What I like to do though was I like to draw with the Physicians Formula, and then I would fill it in with this, or I'd fill it in with the Zuzu Luxe. I actually haven't worn liquid eyeliner in so long that I haven't repurchased one. Whenever I'm like itching to have it, I'll just use my mom's or my sister's Kat Von D tattoo liner. Gonna be honest with you, I know it's not natural, but there is just not a liquid eyeliner on the market that I am sold with. So I might just repurchase the Kat Von D. If you guys have one you love, do let me know. The Physicians Formula Zuzu Luxe combo is really good. It's just obviously gets expensive because you're buying both of those items, and the Zuzu Luxe I think dissipates rather quickly. Wrapping this video up with a little bit of mascara. This is the Hint Beauty Nocturne Mascara. I've used how many tubes of this now? I mean at least 3 or 4. You can see it's completely dry. Huge bristly brush, reminds me a lot of the Revlon Grow Luscious. I always say that, and I have since repurchased a tube of this, but I wanted to share with you my newest repurchase, which is the Root 100% Lash. I bought this quite a few months ago. I'm almost done with it, so I want to repurchase this. It's so good. It's my top 3. I can't really pick between Hint, Root, and Glory Boon. Those are sort of the top 3 for me. Someone did bring it to my attention that the Root and the Glory Boon, I believe, have the exact same ingredients. So whichever one is cheaper, I will link down below, but that is the one that I repurchased again because I had a little bit of store credit from you guys shopping through me. So thank you so much for doing that. But that is it, you guys. Those are all my empties. That's all the stuff I've repurchased with it. Let me know if this is a little bit more helpful for you. I know it was long. Empties videos always are, but I thought it would be a little nice insight into what I've been using, what I've been repurchasing, and don't forget to check out the description box because I am going to try to do a little bit of a spreadsheet like Rachel did and do a little bit of a rating system off price points, names of products, the whole shebang. But thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye! I'm living easy, I'm doing fine. I never